Hello, my friend, it's Poochie. Today, we're going to talk about something, well, it's kind of like the wall we all hit as resellers, right? When reselling just isn't fun anymore. This is a moment that almost every reseller hits. You're standing in a thrift store you've been to 1,000 times. The racks are packed, the bins are overflowing, and instead of excitement, you feel nothing. No thrill, no rush. This could be something. You don't even think that. Just exhaustion. Nobody talks about this part of reselling, especially not the channels that make it look like a nonstop treasure hunt where every trip is a $500 score and every listing sells overnight. Yeah, well, right, Louie, we're not that channel anymore. But the truth is, reselling can absolutely stop being fun. And when it does, it can mess with a lot of things, your motivation, your confidence, and even your identity. So let's talk about why this happens and what to do when it does. The honeymoon phase, yeah, well, that's real. When you first start reselling, everything feels electric. Every thrift store feels like a gold mine. Every sale feels like proof that you're figuring it out. Every package shipped is a win. You're learning fast. You're watching Harry Tornado and the Bearded Thrifter. Yeah, Louie, I know. You're hungry. You're excited. You're learning all this stuff. But just like anything else, that honeymoon phase fades. And when it does, a lot of resellers panic and assume something is wrong with them. But it's not. Why reselling stops being fun. Okay, let's get into this. Let's really get into this. This is the whole new direction of the Poochie's Pickers YouTube channel is being brutally honest. And it's brutally honest to talk about how, yeah, I get burnt out. I've been burned out for a couple months, and thank God I have Bopsy to tag out to so she can do the stuff. And I work on other business stuff while I kind of rebuild my love for reselling. The thrill gets replaced by pressure. At some point, reselling stops being a game and starts being a job. Oh, God, it sucks when that happens, doesn't it, Betsy? Oh, we hate when that happens. You're no longer sourcing for fun. You're sourcing because you have bills. They exist. Listings aren't creative, they're mandatory. Days off feel expensive. The excitement turns into pressure. And pressure, what does pressure do? It kills joy. You're doing the same thing on repeat. Same stores, same racks, same brands, same routines. When growth stalls, boredom sets in. Reselling thrives on curiosity, but repetition without evolution drains that. Comparison steals the fun. Okay, yeah, we all know about this. You watch someone else's haul video. It's a happy haul video, which, by the way, we have stopped doing as of the new year. We aren't going to do any more happy haul videos because you know why? Everybody else does them. I'd rather do brutally honest reselling videos like this. They found more stuff. It sold faster. They made it look easier. Damn that Harry Tornado. He does it to me every time I watch him. Suddenly, your progress feels smaller, even if you're doing fine. Comparison doesn't motivate long-term. It poisons it. Platforms change the rules. Again and again and again and again. Fees go up. Visibility goes down. Policies shift without warning. You didn't sign up to feel powerless, but platforms have a way of reminding you who's really in control. And resentment of that can really add up. So burnout, it sneaks in quietly like a thief in the night. Oh yeah, burnout doesn't always look dramatic like that. Sometimes it looks like procrastinating your listings. Your death pile builds up. We all know about death piles. Don't even tell me you don't know about death piles. You avoid sourcing trips. Yeah, I started to do that myself. Letting inventory pile up. I can't even tell you how much inventory for whatnot we have piled up because we just don't have time to sell it. Feeling irritated by small things. Yeah, that happens. You don't hate reselling. You're just tired of it. You're just worn out. You're just burnt out. The dangerous thought, maybe I'm not cut out for this. Maybe this just isn't just for me. Maybe this is not what I want to do. This is where many resellers quit. Not because they failed, but because they misread burnout as incompetence. So losing enjoyment doesn't mean you're bad at it. Doesn't mean you're bad at reselling if suddenly you find yourself just not wanting to go thrifting. That doesn't mean you're bad at it. Or if you can't do what Harry Tornado does in his videos on, let's say, Whatnot. Yeah, that doesn't mean you're bad at it. It just means you're not Harry Tornado. It means you've outgrown how you're currently doing it. That's an important difference. How to make reselling fun again without quitting? Well, I suggest that you drink. You drink a lot. No, I'm kidding. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's just a joke. Change the game you're playing. If sourcing feels dead, try a new category. Source online instead of in-store. You can do that. There's lots of stuff to buy on Whatnot. Switch from quantity to quality. This is one we had to learn the hard way. Ha, Betsy. Yeah, Betsy says, oh yeah. Switch from quantity to quality. Only quality items. Experiment with bundles, lots, or theme drops. Okay, Betsy hates bundles, so we can't do them, but you can. You don't need a new business. You need a new challenge, okay? You need to make it interesting again. Detach from daily sales as validation. Sales comes in waves. We have about 7,000 things in our eBay store, and you think the days that I sell $43 on that 7,000 plus listing eBay store get me really, really mad and frustrated? Yeah, they do. But I know after having sold on eBay for, 28 or 29 years now, since almost the very beginning, that sales come in waves. Basing your mood on daily numbers is a fast track to burnout. Yes, it is. Track systems, not just sales. How many listings are you doing per week? Sell-through improvements. Remember, I always say sell-through is not everything. If you have something boring that's like a new blender, yeah, look at sell-through. But if you have something that is like a vintage blender that's really, really cool, your sell-through isn't that important. You know you're going to sell it. You're probably going to make a lot more in profit on that one, but it's going to take more time to sell. And that's okay too. Sell-through rate is not everything. Okay, so you can also look at average sales price increases. Progress isn't always loud, but you can tell it's there. And daily sales aren't the way to check. Build something you control. Nothing reignites motivation like ownership. So I have been talking about this for months now. Your own website. Nothing reignites motivation like ownership. Your own website, your own brand, your own email list. Even a small step toward independence makes reselling feel purposeful again, not just transactional. I can't tell you how much I love it now when someone buys stuff off of my poochiespack.com store. Shameless plug. Because when they do, I don't have to pay eBay. I don't have to pay eBay a final value fee. I didn't have to pay eBay a listing fee. I don't have to pay eBay promoted listings fees. All those are gone. Take a strategic break. Okay? This is different from a spiral. You don't want to take a spiral. That's not a good idea. Strategic break. A break doesn't mean failure. A good way to do this is what I talked about before when I said quality over quantity. You can take a break and not buy as much stuff, but buy better stuff, okay? That'll kind of give you a break too, because you're adding quality to your business and your inventory, okay? And you don't have to do as much because you're going to be dealing with less inventory. So taking a break doesn't mean failure. It means stepping back before resentment sets in, before you completely burn out. Pause sourcing for a week. Batch list what you already have. clean your inventory up, audit what's actually worth your inventory or your energy. Sometimes clarity only shows up when you stop forcing momentum. So don't be scared to just stand still and look at what's going on your business and on your eBay business, your Poshmark business, your website business. Don't be scared to just stop and look and think about where you need to strategically go from there. Remember why you started, okay? Honestly, remember why you started reselling. This is not the highlight reel reason. This is not, there are shorts and reels everywhere of, oh, look what I found. I paid $1 for it and I sold it for $75 the next day. No, no. The real reason, the flexibility of working from home, the freedom, the control, the escape from something worse. What does that mean? Like the escape from something worse? Did you become a reseller because the Loch Ness Monster is after you or Stephen King's It? I'm not sure. Maybe it means the monotony of a boring 9-to-5 job. Reselling doesn't have to be fun every day to be worth it. It just has to serve your life, not consume it. So, the final truth, fun comes back when control does. Reselling stops being fun when it seems like something happening to you instead of something you're building. The joy doesn't disappear forever. It waits for you to change the way you play. And if you're in that tired, frustrated, unmotivated phase right now, yes, I am kind of there right now. You're not broken, you're just due for a reset. So I am going to have my own reset. I've been working on it. And part of that, a big part of that, was resetting this channel to be brutally honest reseller videos. So make sure you like the video. If you did like the video, don't lie because that's not brutally honest. Okay? If you hated the video, click the dislike button. Nobody will tell you to do that, but I will. Subscribe or don't, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching, everybody.